many of us, moments of stress and worry and anxiety can arise seemingly out of nowhere. We could be in the midst of a conversation with a friend or scrolling through social media, watching TV, or even lying down to go to bed, and almost out of the blue we find ourselves in the throes of panic. Well, we can learn how to better navigate and cope with those moments of stress, and we can also use those moments to foster long-term healing. So to better navigate those moments of stress, we employ one simple but profound technique. It seems too good to be true, but all we have to do is extend our exhalation. We make our exhale longer than our inhale, and we will induce our parasympathetic response. It's basically the antidote to stress. When you are in these heightened state of panic, of stress, you're basically entering the fight or flight response, the sympathetic response throughout your nervous system. And so by extending your exhale, you signal to your nervous system that we're okay, we're safe, we're secure, and so you enter this parasympathetic state, this rest and relaxation state, just simply by extending the exhale longer than the inhale. So there's a number of ways we can do this. I think the easiest and certainly the easiest to explain is simply by pursing your lips. So you inhale as you would, and you exhale through pursed lips. By pursing your lips, you're going to regulate the flow of breath as you exhale. You're going to slow it down. And so naturally, your exhale will start to become longer than your inhale. You could purse your lips. You could gently constrict the back of your throat. Whatever you need to do to achieve that slow, steady exhalation, you're going to foster a calmer sensation throughout your body and throughout your headspace, certainly throughout your nervous system. So we extend the exhalation moments of stress to better navigate, to better cope with that stress. Now that'll help us in the short term, but how do we foster long-term healing? By paying attention to the stress itself. So we certainly focus on the breath, but we also broaden that focus to include the entire body. We start to understand, to demystify what is happening in those moments of panic. We notice what's happening in our body. Does our heart feel like it's beating out of our chest? Is our throat dry? Are our cheeks flushed? Is the body tight and tense? We notice that. We continually come back to that and focus on that. And certainly the mind is going to want to call us away. It's going to want to keep perpetuating that story of panic, of worry, of stress, of anxiety. We notice that, and we just keep coming back to the breath and to the body. And the more we do that, we will demystify this panic, this worry, this stress. We'll see the quality of thoughts that are cycling through our headspace. We'll notice our physiology in that moment, what is actually happening, our heart's beating faster, our body's tensing up, so on and so forth. And then we'll also start to notice this quality of emotion that we're feeling in this moment. And so we break it down into thoughts, emotions, and sensations. And over time, as we do that, as we become more and more present with our breath and with our body, all the while extending our exhalation, we will, over time, change our stress response. This will happen over the course of weeks and months and years, but you will absolutely change how you, mind, and body reacts to stress. This is exactly what I employed to get over years of social anxiety, most perhaps easiestly illustrated through my career in music. I didn't sing till I was 27 because of my panic, because of my stress, because of my anxiety. When I started to sing for the first 6 years, I was anxious every show. I had to drink just to get on stage. And then I started to use this technique after I started to meditate. I started to extend my exhale, really focus on my stress response, and I changed my stress response so much so that now I'm comfortable not only singing on stage, but giving speaking engagements to thousands of people. All because I've just employed these techniques and trusted the process to unfold, and slowly but surely I have changed my stress response. The same will hold true for you. Extend your exhalation and demystify that stress response. Pay attention to your breath and to your body.